Thank you so much and welcome. This is Stefan Piscano with the Real Estate Networking Group and Vacation Wealth Partners. And happy holidays to everybody out there. I really appreciate you taking a moment to watch this brief video. This one's a little bit dedicated and specific. This is my holiday present to all of the real estate agents and brokers out there in our network. I know there are literally hundreds of thousands of you in our database here. And right now I'm talking to you specifically. You might be familiar with our background here. So for those that aren't, I own the largest real estate group on LinkedIn, which is the Real Estate Networking Group. And I'm in awe and humbly thankful to say that we've now got 2.2 million total members in our database. We do own the largest real estate group, which is the Real Estate Networking Group. That group has about 600,000 members just by itself. But all told, we've been able and been fortunate to build a pretty incredible network of like-minded investors and agents over the last 10 plus years here. And we all work together to try to share resources and strategies and access to not only strategies that make sense, but actual deals that you can participate in and partner in and obviously all prosper and make money together. Recently, the last 6 to 8 months here, we started for the very first time opening up my owner financing strategy to the public and providing some hands-on coaching with investors, trying to teach the strategy that's been so successful for us and those that we know. Since 2007, we have been one of, if not the largest purchaser of owner financed income producing properties. We've purchased more than 300 units using the strategy, initially mostly full-time rentals, and the last 2 years here, we've branched out investing in vacation rentals and seen our profits soar even more there. And what occurred to us, my partner Kent Littlejohn and myself, just in the last few days here, we were talking and just having an organic conversation about some of the great relationships that we've been able to build with real estate agents and brokers in the process of buying these properties. If you're an agent that's listening to this right now, you might be thinking, well, why are they buying with seller financing? And I could talk to you for 3 days just about the benefits there. But the fact that you're asking that question is really why I wanted you on this call right now. As someone my mother was a realtor for 30 years. We've obviously in the process of buying all the properties we've purchased. I've made relationships with several realtors over the last decade. It's amazing to me that literally about 80 to 90% of most agents out there really aren't familiar with the ins and outs of seller financing. And the ones that are, when you find one as an investor that's familiar with the strategy, like myself and like so many people on our network now are, and people participating in the coaching program, you want to stick with that agent. So the properties that we've bought the last couple of years on the vacation rental side, for example, we've really targeted Park City, Utah, Destin, Florida, Orlando by Disney World, so on and so forth. And it occurred to me yesterday when I was going through the stats, gosh, once we found a list agent that was familiar with the strategy that I didn't have to explain it to for the ground up and go through all those hurdles of, well, first off, why do you do this? How do you do it? What are the problems on the front end and the back end, so on and so forth. Once you find an agent that gets it, you stick with that agent. And so we've been able to buy multiple properties with literally every time we've entered a new market, when we found one agent that got it, then that became our person that we were going to work with for the rest of the time that we're buying in that market. So it's a situation where as a list agent, you're going to open yourselves up to be able to sell properties that normally wouldn't have been sold otherwise. But not only that, that's the obvious low-hanging fruit. You're also going to attract buyers that know this strategy, that see the benefits there, that want to save themselves time and hassle in working with someone that gets it. So what we're doing right now, and this is something that's special only between now and today as I record this, is December 20th and the end of the year. So from now until January 1, we're going to offer seller financing certification for every real estate agent in my network at a dramatically reduced rate. So normally for our normal coaching program, it's a cost of $9,700 to go through the entire process as an investor. We discounted that 50% off a few months back down to the $5,000 level. Right now, for any real estate agent that wants to join the program and get certified as a seller financing expert before the end of the year, we're going to discount that all the way down to $999, which again, once you join the program, and I'm going to show you some testimonial videos of the agents we've worked with. We have one agent who is now retired that worked with us for 4 months. We bought 4 properties with that agent. She made $70,000 in commission in 4 months just off of our deals. We've got another guy in Park City, Utah, who made 50,000 plus in commissions in less than 4 months working with us on our deals. Another one in Destin we're working with, we're in escrow on a property right now. You're going to see a testimonial video from him, who will also be above $80,000 in commission just on our deals. And this is something that can be a real life niche for you that can take you to the next level. So here's what you're going to get. As part of the program, I apologize, we've got cell phones going off in the background here. You can tell it's Christmas time and I'm with the family here. But what you're going to get, you're going to get the hands-on training. You're going to get certified. We're going to take you through how to calculate a cash-on-cash return. A lot of things that you're already going to be familiar with as an agent. But we're going to give you that next level, things you can present to your clients, to your sellers, the benefits on both sides of the transaction. Because one thing that's so unique about seller financing, it's one of the few strategies in real estate where it can genuinely be a huge benefit to both the seller and the buyer. The seller on the front end is getting typically a premium on the purchase price. They're able to sell problem properties in some cases that would be typically harder to sell. If you're in a situation where it's a condo and the HOA might be in litigation, it might be that banks won't provide financing for that because they typically won't if the HOA has any kind of litigation going on. So that's a scenario where you can only purchase a property for either cash or seller financing. So a situation like that is going to give you a larger buying pool that you can present the property to for your seller. Then for the buyer, the benefits are endless. You're building a human-to-human relationship. You're typically getting better terms in one way or another than you would with a bank. So while the seller's getting a great premium on the purchase price, we're getting a lower interest rate or a lower down payment or more flexible terms that make our cash flow better. These are all the things you're going to learn how to calculate instantly, and you're going to learn how to execute on and pitch to potential sellers and potential buyers. But that's not really even the biggest piece. Once we get you certified, you're going to have access to our 2.2 million members in our database. We own the marketing company as well. We have marketing clients that include Quicken Loans, Auction.com, some of the largest investment funds in the country for multifamily, some of the top gurus in the country. You're going to have access to our marketing horsepower to where, as I said, and I'll be honest with you, I don't want to work with agents that don't get this. The people that are in my training and my network that get owner financing, they don't either. So it's a benefit to you, a benefit to myself, and a benefit to my members. Once you're certified, we can present you out to our 2.2 million members of investors and like-minded people to get the strategy as a certified agent. And you're going to be someone that they're going to want to reach out and work with. So we're not only teaching you the strategy, we're getting you the certification, but we're getting you leads, warm leads of investors that want to work with you just because of that warm handoff, because they already know that you get what they get. So I really hope that you take advantage of this opportunity. We're going to have some information on how you can get a hold of me below and book a call if this is something that you want to explore. I really want to express this isn't one of those things that you can think about in January 10th or January 20th. Say, okay, I'm ready to do that. You can, but the price will literally be 5 times more than it is right now. This is a one-time thing as my gift to every agent in our network for the holidays, just so that we can honor you. And we can start off 2020 right together, arming you with an extra piece of knowledge for your infrastructure. So please take advantage. If it is something you want to do now, I'd love to chat with you before the end of the year. You're going to see that below in the text box here on YouTube. You're also going to see that in our customized page. So again, guys, I hope that was a little bit informative. I hope we chat soon. Thank you for all you do, being a part of the network, and have a great holidays and an even better 2020.